All right. So last time we started out in the midst of the arena games. We started out last week with the javelin toss, where the competitors attempted to throw javelins the farthest. I think they each only got one throw, but Xylus ended up winning that competition. Next up was the discus throw, where each competitor made 3 attempts. Unfortunately, no one from our team won that one. I believe the winner was Jorge or George, however you want to say it. Um, After that, there was a wrestling competition where the competitors wrestled the other competitors as well as a drunken bear. The competitors, um, the competition came down to Mugrain versus Calyx. Um, Calyx tried his hardest but couldn't overcome the strength differences, and Mugrain ended up winning that one. Next was the boxing challenge. Um, Calyx fought Spira, a Spartan-looking opponent. They were tied at 2 strikes, but Calyx fell short and couldn't manage to land his last hit. Mugrain then fought and was able to take down Spira, and then she fought Jorge and she defeated him as well. But then she ended up losing to Sai the monk. And that was the end of the challenges for that day. They got to the end and found out that there was like a grand relay the next day, and that any participant who had won an event could partake as part of a team. So Mugrain and Xylus got Sai and I think her name was like
Pancreas.
Yeah, Pancreas. To join our team, but we needed a 5th. We were told that an ex-champion could sponsor a competitor. So we went back to the inn and talked around and found out about a man living on a farm at the edge of town who is a former champion. After going to his farm, we tried to convince him to sponsor Calyx. He was able to be convinced, but only after Calyx would spend the night working on his farm to earn his sponsorship. In the morning, we met up and went to the arena. The grand relay was broken into 5 legs: the beach run, the frozen lake swim, the cliff climb, and the fire run, and the harpy dash. Didn't get all the winners, but our team scores. Calyx scored 0 points on the beach run. Sai scored 3 points on the frozen lake swim. Pancras scored 5 points on the cliff climb. Mugrain scored 1 point on the fire run, and Xylus scored 8 points on the harpy dash. Ending with our team Dragon Lords getting 2nd place. Everyone on the team got a medal worth 500 gold pieces. Afterwards, when they were celebrating at the Satyr's Tail, the owner offered to sponsor their team, I guess, in exchange for 1,000 gold pieces and free room and board, I believe, which we accepted. We celebrated with our newfound riches. Mugrain wanted to check out the bazaar, where we found the peddler selling the dragon egg. On the way, we came upon a funeral procession going towards the Minotaur market, where they were planning to sacrifice a Minotaur as an offering. And that's kind of about where we left off, as we decided to follow the procession.
All right, thank you very much for the recap. As our next recap will be Adonis for next week. Will you be here, Adonis, next week? Hello?
Yes, I will be. Yes, I will be.
All right.
Sorry, I was just had to get back onto Discord on my phone.
As you find yourself in the market square, seeing obviously where the Minotaur is in shackles, rather seeming fit people are mourning the death of many of the heroes that had fought against the countless hordes of creatures, the beast folk. The war never ends, as they see fit to sacrifice a Minotaur towards Sidon to appease him, as it seems fit for the battle funeral. A sacrifice has to be made, as they bring this Minotaur in a cage, as Mugrain had attempted to reason with the people, but it seems fit not to be. As you see soldiers and people getting pushed through, you see a priest of Sidon, as they see fit to have it in the square for an audience to watch. A crowd of people begin to encircle around it as they put ropes and kind of pittons, or not pittons, like kind of like poles around, almost making an arena match. As people are behind it.
So this is a sacrifice of Sidon to appease him?
Mm-hmm. It's to appease him as well as to appease the people they have lost. Because of this cruel war. As the Minotaurs, they believe Sidon had created them, and they deserve nothing but to die. As they seem to have picked up a Minotaur slave on the markets. He looks worn and beaten to shit as he's in shackles. As you see 3 soldiers grabbing their swords and spears as they prepare as a priests on the altar, waiting for the Minotaur to be killed in unarmed combat versus these well-armored people.
Wouldn't Sidon be upset that you're killing his children? Or that they're killing his children?
Sidon created the Minotaurs as an abomination, as they used to be humans once upon a time ago.
Is that what the? Could I do a history check or a religion check on that?
For what?
Oh, it's true.
It's true. They used to be
That is
humans.
true.
Yeah, they're cursed.
Yeah.
They're cursed humans.
No, and they were cursed by Sidon.
Yeah, Sidon had created the Minotaurs and the Beast Folks and the Centaurs and all that shit. His father and his mother had created the beings in a different light, but he had created them differently in a different vision. So they are more seen as... So back in the day, bestial folks and humans never got along, but obviously it was a different time then. And nowadays they have obviously socialized into a civil manner where beast folks and humans coexist, as you recall in Astoria and in some other locations as well. But some places just won't accept them because of the war. And the war is caused by Sidon and Lutheria because they're manipulating the people. And people are obviously foolish and stupid to believe in that maybe we should believe in Sidon and the war will stop.
Yeah, they're twin titans, and we Fae are the children of Lutharia. So satyrs and fairies and things like that in this world are the children of Lotharia, where the bestial races are the children of Sidon.
Okay, I understand.
So humans moved somewhere and pissed Sidon off when he started using oxes, and so he turned all of them into oxes, who ended up kind of plowing forever until they made their own little maze.
Oh, wow.
Well, Mugrain, if you want to stop this, I have your back, because I don't see any point to slaughtering him. It seems like it's appeasing nobody, besides their own
I have... I have already tried to talk some sense into him, but if anybody has a suggestion on how to stop this, or besides just breaking it all up and taking on the world at that point.
As you hear the priest of Sidon, "The sacrifice of this Minotaur will be a blessing for the dead. And for anybody who wishes to dare ruin this ritual will be... well, they will be shunned from this place. Indeed." As he speaks out forward towards he has the priestly robes of Sidon. "This is a combat ritual, as our Minotaur will fight to the death upon these 3 soldiers. They will kill this beast and defeat it. Seeing fit, as if anybody intervenes towards the Minotaur, will see fit to be not rather unjust."
Okay, so guys, can I take that guy's place?
Is that the best option?
I don't know, but if I go in and armed and unweaponed and still beat them, because this guy, he can't do anything. They've beaten the shit out of him already. He's already practically dead. Let them fight a real Minotaur.
You really want to sacrifice yourself for this person you don't know?
No, but I believe I can beat them myself.
Beat them.
Can I do some kind of investigation check to see how tough these guys look? Insight.
They look like well-worn soldiers. They're veterans.
What's
These are 3 veteran soldiers.
Can I get
Sorry, what do you want?
description of the area, like how large it is?
It's a crowd of people. Yeah, it's in the market square. There's some guards posted in certain areas. You are in the market of the Minotaurs right now.
And it's about.
It's midday.
Time, and then how big? Like 100 feet, 200 feet.
What do you mean 200 feet?
Like how
soccer pitch.
How big is the area?
Pitches.
It's just like the arena. No, it's small. It's a small arena. They just made it around like with some pitches and stuff. Originally there's no arena here. They just did it so they can sacrifice the individual afterwards.
So, and but
there's a lot of casualties here. So if an AOE hits, you're gonna kill hundreds of people.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna ask Astrios if you happen to have a fog cloud prepared today.
No, I do not. I'm sorry. I was thinking the same thing.
Does in the EV, do you have any sort of subtle escape spells like fog cloud, darkness, and subtle spell perhaps?
No.
Oh, damn.
I could probably bless you or make you large, Moograin, if you really want to take them on. But I say your chances of actually getting out of this alive are around 50-50.
Just because I go in unarmed doesn't mean I can't be armed. I'll take their weapons. But who knows?
To say it, and this is not going to make me popular, but we should let them have their customs. We're the strangers in this town. This is what they do. Don't alter the flow. We're not here for this.
Let's ask maybe ask what the Minotaur wants. If he believes he's doing the right thing, maybe it is for him.
We also don't know how they'll react to the offer to take its place, or what will happen if you do end up winning.
And what if they decide to beat you and do the same thing that they did before?
I know that for the greater good, I need to leave this area. So I'm going to go and try and track down that egg vendor again and see what I can do.
Right.
Talk to them again. Anybody else is willing to stay, fine, but I can't stay and watch this if I cannot intervene.
Yeah,
you can intervene, but if you choose to take the role, your friends can't help you.
And I get that, and
that's a huge
it is
chance
so hard.
It's a huge chance of you dying.
Yeah, and I don't want it to be all about me. so I'm just gonna walk away.
But I will tell Wolverine, this is exactly how heroes are born. If you don't risk anything, I don't think you'll gain anything. I've been around for a while, and if this is something that you don't want to happen, then you should do something about it. That's
I
just
really
me.
don't. Oh, that's the angel on the ear.
As you
Got
see,
the devils on the ear.
you see the Minotaur in chains. His hands are free as he's released out of his cage. As you watch this, kind of a triangle pattern of 3 of them moving their shields and their spears closer to it.
Wait!
I slap Wolverine on the back and I cast Bless.
And I start dropping all of my stuff. I take off my shield, my weapons, everything. If you're gonna take on a Minotaur, take on one your own size.
As they look at you, they stop as the priest. Hold! Ah, a Minotaur wishes a challenge. Interesting. I will allow it. Put this one back in the cage.
No! I'm fighting for his freedom, too.
Well, does anybody wish this to stop? Speak forth.
I wink at Timber, and I try to tell him to, and I head my head towards Moogran. I'm like, maybe bless her or something. Do what you can.
Alright, a joyful tune will erupt from my pipe, and I'll give her a bardic inspiration.
Alright, fighting 3 boys.
I got nothing but words of encouragement.
Alright. Then if you'll fight for his freedom, then see fit it. But if you die here, then you're dead. And this one is still enslaved to us.
Trying. Okay, so I'm taking off my shield. Can I keep my armor, or
you can keep your armor? I don't know. But they can even keep your weapons. They'll let you use your weapons.
Oh. Then I clack my shield with my one-handed, or with my maul, actually.
But if anybody intervenes in this fight, then justice must be made. Alright, so you just click on your token on the battle map. We're just going to do the theater of the mind for this one. As they're surrounding you, you come in the middle of them. As they're about, maybe 20 feet apart from you. As you guys watch, unable to do anything as you just watch what happens.
Okay, so I do have my shield on. I am currently using my battle axe, but I do have my maul and lightning javelin close by.
Just be careful of the lightning javelin. That thing arcs.
I know. That's why it's just more of a javelin at that stage.
Time to die, silly Minotaur! As he charges you with his longsword. He's gonna make 2 attacks.
Oh, they get 2?
Yeah, they're veterans.
If I was only 5th level, I could too.
17 and 12?
Nope. 19 is my armor class.
This one will try as well. 12 and 11. Ting, ting! As you're just watching her dodge and weave, blocking hits.
I try and step between 2 of them and work my way around one.
Donis, you rolling initiative?
Yeah. Was it okay if I get included into it, or no?
If you intervene, there's a chance that you might see yourself
Yeah.
in a different light.
No.
And Moogarine's taking on the role of the
I got
imprisoned Minotaur, so she's fighting.
Alright, 12 is a miss.
Oh, yeah.
So what's going in? Yeah! 22.
That would hit.
So he stabs you for 8. You can't take all of us on, foolish girl. 18 and 11.
Nope. I'm no girl, I'm a woman.
Yeah. And bonus. Ting, ting, ting.
I attack with my battle axe against combatant A.
That's
11
nice.
again. Dang it. Can I re-roll or is it? No. The bless just adds the other thing.
Yeah. Someone's eating. I can hear all their food.
Alright.
You're gonna mute yourself. Do you want to do anything else? Bonus action?
Nope.
Oh, this one's going in. 20 to hit, 21.
Both hit.
For 11. $23, 19.
Both hit.
For 9. $21, 24.
Okay, you just lulled me into a false sense there for a moment, and yes. So 15.
Yeah. As Moo Green's not looking good, she's bleeding really aggressively. Like, if you feel like you need to step in, you guys can roll initiative, but that's up to you.
Okay, I didn't think it was going to be this hard, and I'm very sorry that I have done this now, but I am committed, and I will be doing it. That I'm going to go ahead and do my lay on of hands and give myself all 20 points of myself.
Okay.
And unfortunately, that's an action.
14 minutes, 8 minutes.
Bob, weave. And a crit?
Yeah! As you watch them, like, drop their short swords on the ground as they just use their long sword two-handed and brought it forward.
So is that 11?
Yeah.
For that first...
Alright, shut up. Scare them, Moo Green. Scare them. Show them your beautiful presence.
I take my friend's advice and I do my dragon's wrath and roar.
Alright, wisdom save? It's one gets scared. As the one that gets scared, he books and runs off the mat. Hey, get back here!
Down.
I will avenge you. What a sucker. He's scared of this thing. This thing's just a cow.
How loud is the crowd right now?
It's big.
It's big and loud?
Big and loud. 300 people around here. They're watching.
I will try my best to cast a healing word on her from far away.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand when you do it. 8.
I will use a luck point. I will use a luck point.
Alright, no one sees
17.
it. As you cast it. This one will run in and swing.
I wink at...
Go ahead.
Sorry, you can go ahead. That's too much for me to do in another turn.
9 slashing.
I'm just trying to
As the heal goes off, so what's the heal?
Well, let me roll it. Let me see my healing word.
Guy's gonna run in.
You get 8 points.
Why is this beast not going down?
I am no beast. I'm intelligent. And I swing my... I drop the battle axe No, I keep the battle axe. And I swing again. And I use that 17.
Yeah, that's a hit. 6.
For 6 slashing against A.
Okay. Is that all you have?
I would like to interject if possible.
Sure.
After she gets a good hit on B, the one that she didn't hit, I would like to try to use a hold person.
All right, give me a sleight of hand. As you try to cover and mask your spells between the crowd. 21. You do it. Wisdom save. Natural 20.
Okay, I'll deduct this spell.
You're like, damn it! You want to do anything else, Moogreen?
No, I'm sorry. I did the battle axe.
All right, this guy's gonna.
Because I'm not 5 yet.
15. Nope. As you're watching them tired as they're trying to hit you. Oh, fumble
one
table
does
on this
land.
one. 13 just misses. 22, 4, 7. Oh.
Okay, so I slash at 1 or A again.
Okay. That's a
for
hit.
24.
Mm-hmm.
For 7 slashing.
No smite.
Smite, yes. What do I do for smite? I'm sorry.
Just a spell. Just click the smite spell, or wherever the smite is, and it'll ask you what level you want to cast it at. Should be like first level. Then it uses a spell slot. Oh, using Spirit Smite? Okay, that's a different one. Oh, con save.
Oh, that's the only one I see a smite easily.
You should have the regular smite.
Yeah, you have divine.
Yeah, you should have a.
You should have divine smite.
It's just 2D. It's just 2d8.
Thank you.
Do you want to use that one instead?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know why it's not on your sheet. Divine smite.
Yeah, it should
I
be.
might have hit. Oh, I don't know.
It's not part of your core?
I think for mine it showed up. I don't know if I added it, but it was like a global attack modifier at the bottom.
I see that, yeah. But I hadn't clicked it when I rolled.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I clicked it now.
Alright. That hits him.
Your bless is going to fall now if I can't interject at all.
You can always interject, but you have to do sleight of hand every time.
Yeah,
So
your bless is gonna fall now, but I cast guidance on myself to then
Thank you.
Yeah, cast healing word on her.
Okay.
I'd like to try to sleight a hand and pull my new Rod of Binding out since my spell.
You have to
didn't
wait
work.
per round, so it works.
This is the second round.
Yeah, but this person, he's doing it, so it's either you or him. So you guys might as
I'll
well
go
just
after
roll
him.
initiative in at this point if you want to interject.
Okay, sure.
Luck point.
Red.
Yeah.
If a spell only has verbal components,
God.
do I need to do sleight of hand?
If it's what? So it takes if it's
Verbal
or
only.
Verbal? No, but you might be heard. That's the thing.
Okay, so it's still like similar type of thing.
Yeah. As Astros,
Or I thought the crowd
you
was
cast
loud
the
enough.
heal as you watch the priest look at you. Vaz, help us! Get them! As reinforcements.
I take off.
All right, you're
I take
running.
off.
All right, you're sprinting away.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, immediately just
wait.
starts sprinting.
Sorry.
Do you want me to roll initiative?
Yes, everybody who's trying to interject or something.
Yeah, so I get the heal off, but then I run off.
Okay. 22 and this is a hit on you for 9 slashing.
Well, that's up to you. Do I get the heal off, Red?
Yeah, you get the heal off. Why not? You're just now booking it because now you've been seen as you watch like 3 guards snap from the line as they're chasing you down.
So is that 12?
Yes.
Or 16?
12. Oh,
It's 12.
that's
12.
necrotic damage. The first one.
Yeah, sorry.
That's
sorry
why-
about that.
All right, Moogreen. As you get healed, you look in the back corner. You realize He was caught, so now guards are chasing him.
Ah, jeez. Thank you. And I slash again to try and knock this guy out.
Okay.
15.
It's a miss. All right,
I try and get between him and my friend, though. I do kind of shuffle where I need to.
Well, no, you're in an arena right
Yeah.
now, so there's just...
Yeah, don't worry about me. I just ran through the crowd. Just a little kid running through a crowd.
All right, Timber. As you realize, Astros was caught as he's running in the crowd now, or getting away from the situation as he was trying to support.
Okay, I'm still going to follow through with what I had said. I'm going to pull that rod of binding, and I'm going to try to sleight of hand and cast it on player B or 2, whichever the second warrior is.
Okay, B.
So it has a DC 17 for it.
Yeah, but you have to roll a sleight of hand to see if they catch you or not. Like, alright, they notice someone's doing something. They have to make the save. Wisdom? Okay. 10. He's, what is it, paralyzed?
Yes, I'll cast the spell.
Alright, as they see another one. Get him! Get that satyr! He's going to be in trouble! Get him in the saddles! As you watch 2 more guards chasing you, Tamber, what do you do?
I will take off from the crowd as well.
Okay. Veteran notices buddy's kind of like, seems like you have friends helping you out.
So do you.
13, 18 is a miss. Let's make a wisdom save. Nope. So the paralyzed individual, you get advantage and critical hits on him. You want to attack B instead of A.
But would it break him out? Do I know?
No, it doesn't break him out.
No.
Then I would turn around and slash B, because I haven't hit him yet.
Okay. 26 is a hit.
And the 7 was
you're doing
the
Divine
radiant
Smite again?
smite. Yeah.
So you're casting another spell? Alright.
Yes.
Alright, so it did 40 damage on him with the crit. She's looking fucked up. Fucking paralyzed. Deadly. Alright, Tamara, you booking it out.
Probably shouldn't kill him.
You're gone.
I'm running as fast as I can, trying to blend in with the crowd, see if there's anything I can do. I'm mostly hauling ass.
You're out. I just took you out of the initial order. You know, like you escaped, but
Okay,
if you
fair
can't, you're not probably coming back. You're just hoping that Moograin will survive this fight.
I'm going to kind of circle around and observe, but probably not enter the fray again.
Alright, this guy's gonna do it again. Nope. Moograin.
Attacking A or B again, because he's held, correct?
Yeah. That's it.
And I'm not going to use my smite again, so ignore the radiant.
Alright.
Of course, this time I say to ignore it. It's great.
As you kill him.
Okay. So I turn back to A and I growl at him.
You'll pay for that. How dare you kill one of us?
Not so good on a fair fight, are ya?
19, natural 20.
Okay, yes. So what's that? 22?
Yeah.
Looks like 21.
Yes, 21. Thank you. I slash at him.
That's a hit.
And I use the Searing Smite again.
Divine Smite or Searing Smite? Oh,
Divine Smite.
Yeah, okay. Or different. Alright, it's looking really hurt. He's bloody. I will die for my cause.
Can I
Fumble.
healing word?
You would have to get it. You have to do the sleight of hand again.
Yeah.
Alright. 3, I don't even know what 3 is. 3 is he loses grip and his weapon flies away. as his other attack is just a punch. So he does 3 points of damage to you as he punches you in the face, Mugrain.
You get healed for 6 Mugrain, and then do my hand.
19. You're keeping it very subtle.
Nice.
As he's unarmed, he has no weapon.
I don't care. I try and attack him yet again.
Okay. That's a miss.
Bardic Inspiration.
That's a D6.
For 17.
Alright, that's it.
Yes, clutch.
He's dead. As the crowd kind of is shunned, as they start running away, as they see a Minotaur kill a person at Mithros, as you do hear in the distance, people surround them, take him out. As you find yourself still getting attacked, even after you won the fight, as the people of Mithros do not play fair. As you have time to run away if you want, Mugrain. As you do see the guard trying to get to you through the crowds, everybody's pushing through, scared of their wits. As it looks
I go to the cage first and get to free the slave I had.
He's locked up, so you'll have to break the lock.
I break the lock.
All right, give me an attack
It
roll.
was agreement. I use my axe to slice it.
All right, roll me an attack roll. Damage. No radiant
Not
damage.
just radiant, no radiant.
Just quick uncheck mark the radiant.
Thank you.
All right, 11. You break the lock as you release it as the Minotaur looks towards you. Why did you
Friend,
save
come
me?
with me. Just come. We'll talk later. We gotta go.
All right.
And I'm gonna run and follow them.
Oh, they're in the middle of the. You're in the middle of the crowd. You watch guards everywhere trying to surround them. As you yourself, if you go there, you'll get caught. You
get caught? What?
You're gonna go in the middle of the crowds where the two bodies are.
You gotta blend in, bro.
Yeah, I got this. And I pick them up and I just start to sprint.
He sprints.
I dash, use all my speed.
Right.
I know I can outrun these humans.
All right, everybody, roll me a stealth check with advantage as you're going through the crowds. Except for
me
Mugrain.
too.
No,
yeah.
not you. You're a big boy. Go on. And Mugrain, you have to roll one as well.
You said I didn't because I'm a big girl.
Oh yeah, you don't. Yeah, you're immediately caught. Forgot. All right. So you're not caught, but they're going through the crowds. Eventually, everybody kind of disperses. You find yourself running far away into a back alley, and rather far away. But now your face has been seen, as you've obviously caused a crime here.
They said they would allow it.
Alright. As the Minotaur cannot thank you, the bottom of his heart, he didn't think he'd live.
Do you have somewhere safe to go? You don't look so good. Want to stay with me? It's not going to be safe, but I'll help keep you good for a little while.
As he shakes his head. He doesn't really have a home to go to.
Then stick with me for right now. Can you walk?
He just shakes his head.
I could not understand the shake head. Is that a yes or no?
He's a mute. He doesn't talk.
I hold my hand out and mime
As you
walking.
see why he's a mute, he doesn't have a tongue anymore. They cut it out.
I mean, if he can at least shake his head, yes or no.
Yeah, he's shaking his head.
But that doesn't tell me if it's yes or no.
He's gonna follow you. He doesn't know anybody here.
Okay, sorry. Shaking head just didn't answer that. Thank you. I'm gonna try and hunker down, maybe behind some boxes in an alleyway. I pull out a blanket, kind of huddle, kind of homeless-ish for a little while.
All right. After an hour, it disperses, but you're likely on the wanted list now, Mugrain.
I send Halilakala to try and find my friends and lead them to me. They know him. He can see them. Bring him back.
All right. You all finally group together, realizing quickly what you had done, and seeing fit how to move forward from this. They don't know your name though, Mugrain. They just know what you look like.
Didn't go as planned.
No. Does anybody have a cloak that has a hood? Like a really big hood?
Not one that'll fit those horns.
What color is your hair, Mugrain?
I'm very blonde, much like the image I portray. Kind of a Shetland, Highland cow.
We can shave you.
We're gonna have to do something about that.
Or we could get some like soot from a fire and make it look
Make him
like
invisible for a little
black spots.
Get him out of here.
We could shave your hair too.
And we need to find some way to change her appearance, like yesterday.
So yes, I'd be rather be like change my appearance by timbre than shave. Shave is for a long time. Let's just get out of town for a moment.
Alright. I'll cast Pass Without Trace and we can get out of
It's
town.
gonna be hard to get out of town. There's a lot of guards everywhere. Each port area has guards.
Yeah, but the guards won't know yet. Word has to travel.
Word has to travel, but it does take hours to get out of locations just to walk across this giant city.
This is true.
Dang it, I really wanted that dragon egg.
Yeah. Probably should. I didn't expect you to kill him. I mean, kudos for you. I just didn't expect you to kill him.
Probably shouldn't have, but it was the heat of the battle. They were gonna kill me.
It's true.
I'm still proud of you, though. Still proud of you of standing up for your convictions.
Yes, here is my friend. Please, these are my friends, and I introduce him. Is there any way you can tell me your name? Can you like write it out?
He shakes his head.
We don't have time. We don't have time for introductions.
Hey, Steve, you're following us.
It's only a minute. Damn it.
Well, I can hide here while we prepare stuff. Maybe go get a big cloak or a big cloth.
No, we need to figure out some way to dye your hair. Does hair dye exist?
Yeah, inks.
That's more permanent than shaving.
Yep, enjoy.
Well, her hair's blonde.
Moongrain, do you care?
Man, that's tough. So I look at Steve.
It's a long campaign. You'll likely grow it back.
Probably, but does Steve have cut hair? Are they? Have we seen the Minotaurs have haircuts?
They cut their hair because it gets stuck on shit.
Then
but
I
usually Minotaurs like to grow their manes out and braid them and stuff, but he doesn't have them anymore. You can see he's got like freaking scars and stuff. And they treat Minotaurs really bad here.
What kind of armor do you have on, Mograine?
Chain shirt. I'm pretty sure.
My background is that I grew up here in the College of Lore. Do I know of any place that might be safe? Do I have some kind of...
What, in Mithros? Mithros, for beast folks, they're not really... They're hated here. It's like this place
it's always hidden.
They have to... They were shunned. Yeah, you have to, like, shelter
kids. I mean, he kept me secreted.
Yeah.
Away from people inside the college.
You could always go to that guy, the arena guy, if you really wanted to. The farmer.
He's pretty much outside the town, though, already, isn't
he? Yeah.
You'll
have to make a swim for it. Through the river.
I say you guys stay here hidden, and me and Evie can probably go back into town, find some dyes, and
or maybe you can get a cart or something, just like pretend that they're luggage.
Or that.
Could.
Or you just disguise yourself as like a different individual.
I think I'm more willing to cut my hair then, to look more like a regular Minotaur, because they'd be looking for a long-haired Minotaur if everybody else has their hair cut.
Correct, and you'd have to like play it low for a while.
Yeah.
Enlarge reduce only lasts for a minute.
Yeah, I was thinking the
if you
same
could
thing.
reduce the size, it wouldn't be obvious to choose a Minotaur.
Yeah, no.
I'll cut the hair if you're ready for it, Mugreen.
You got
Go
one
for
hand. The other
Well,
hand,
yeah, maybe not,
The other hand
Stumpy
doesn't
then.
really move.
No. He has
I
a
can
What?
do it for you,
No.
Rain.
Look, I have steady hands.
Hand.
Look, everyone else got
The
caught
hand.
when they were casting spells. Clearly, I'm better.
I almost feel like Thor in Ragnarok when Stanley is coming to him with that hand that's like just whirly, whirly, whirly.
Yeah, I know what you mean. When he gets his hair cut.
Yes.
Look, and I'm just gonna kind of like, I'm gonna like wave scissors and like kind of fumble with them as I'm
Do you have scissors
as
in
I'm
your
using
inventory?
them.
Now, if we could disguise her,
Sure.
Bill, throw some chains on her wrist to make her look like she's a slave and not a free one, and wouldn't stand out as much. And I
I
feel
could
like we
pretend
could do
that you have her as a slave.
Yeah.
Like you probably put a collar on her, or you maybe potentially have them dressed up in accordance of their job.
I'm against this.
Yeah, not a
Mugreen
fan.
showed me. Mugreen told me that she wasn't a fan of it. And respect that.
Well,
Yep, not a fan of pretending to be a slave for an hour to get out of the town.
I will do it only if it's like Chewbacca, that they're on me, but they're not locked.
like
That I know how
you
to
don't
get
have
out.
to leave the town. You just have to disguise yourself and play like really low. Don't like be very obvious who you are.
Are you sure you don't want to just dye your hair?
Like you
just
still
go buy
have
some
you
ink?
still have quests here to do. If you leave here, where else you're gonna go? Where you're not gonna find the ship.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll do both actually. Cut my hair and you guys go and get some dye, and then we'll dye like spots, not the whole thing.
You just pretend you're a man. You're a black minotaur instead.
I'll go into town and try to get some dyes. And
I'll
maybe
go with-
some shears.
I'll go with you.
Right, dye's kind of expensive in this age because it's obviously mythology age. So
I'll take the part.
what kind of dye you want?
What's cheap?
Gold piece is the cheapest dye, and it's usually for changing colorations on like clothing, as well as they use inks for penmanship and stuff. They have high quality ink for like writing, obviously scriptures and stuff, which is like 10 gold pieces.
Nah, I just need something that's gonna be.
It's permanent no matter what.
Oh, yeah, I just need something that's gonna be permanent. So I get her.
They don't have that many colors too, so they have like all the high pigment colors, you know, like blues, whites, reds. Nothing like crazy. Like they don't have like turquoise and stuff like that.
Do they have black?
Yes, they have black.
I'll get
Let's
white
just
and
do
black.
that.
You sure just black?
It's a natural color. I mean, blue is not natural. I mean, other than me, but
Yeah, he said they had white. He said they had white, but white and black, you know, would do minotaurs come in cow shaped?
Cow shades.
don't know. I mean, we could do both.
I just think she'd look nice. I get them
You
both.
milkmaid.
Whoa, what? Oh, I'm not there.
I get a black and a white. How much would that cost me?
Sorry, for the two cheap ones, it's a gold each, so 2 gold for the inks.
All right. Give them 2 gold.
Thank you kindly.
I have that in my room. And I also pick up some shears.
All right, shears are 5 gold pieces.
Ooh.
How about used
Right,
shears?
I don't have that.
We might need, depending on how long we're here, we might
My
need the
dagger's
shears.
pretty sharp. I mean,
Yeah, you can use your own daggers.
we're not trying to make her beautiful.
Because I already
Well,
am.
I think a lady should care about her looks. I give him 5 gold.
Okay. Yeah, shears are the reason why they're expensive because obviously they have multiple uses.
Like stabbing someone in the eyeball.
Yeah, you could use it as a. I'm gonna use a scissor to stab you. That's your new class. I'm a tailor. I'm gonna stab you.
Look at you. You're a ladies' man, Astrios.
We don't be around for as long as I've been around and don't learn a few things.
You're like Sweeney Todd.
And he starts heading back.
As you do see pitchforks and other things, and people are like going around, looking and asking people, "Have you seen this person?" or whatnot. As you just
I try to see what the description looks like.
A female minotaur wielding a massive hammer, shield and a battle axe on her side. They believe she follows a faith. They don't really know what kind of faith. They believe she's working for obviously the 5 gods, because obviously she stopped the Sidon ritual. They know her kind of height-ish, not exactly, but it's a minotaur, obviously, as well as they have written, obviously, the other individual, the Compress, the slave that's missing as well, as they're putting a bounty on her. Her bounty is for 500 gold pieces.
Okay, pokey.
The slave.
Ow.
The slave is just. They don't care about the slave. They care about her because she killed 2 people.
We better hurry.
Yeah, I scuttle back over there. I take a few back streets just in case we're being followed.
No, nobody's really following. It's a big city. There's a lot of people here.
Yeah, I show up to Mugrain and I say, quick question. Do minotaurs have different patterns of fur?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, they're very like cows and oxen.
But in the meantime, I want to point out that I had put all my weapons and armor and such in the bag of holding for that Tamper has while we were hanging out.
Yeah, probably should do that for a while.
The only thing I keep is my family dagger.
I limber up and I say, okay, you want me to do it? Do you want someone else to do it?
I can help her dye herself.
Let's cut my hair before we dye it so that it's less hair to dye.
I'll give the shears to Evie. You ladies have fun. We'll keep watch.
All right, I will take them and look up at Mugrain. Could you kneel down a little? You're a little tall.
Oh yeah, I would totally sit. Have anybody seen a cow sit? Oh my god!
I didn't know they sat.
Oh yeah, they look like a dog sometimes. I'll post a picture in a moment, but yeah, I'll sit down.
Okay, I will start at the top and make a few little snips here and there. And oh my god, that is hilarious.
It's a bowl cut.
I will give her a nice little bob. Should I roll performance to see if I do it well?
Of course.
I want you to see a before picture. So that's me before with my little self.
While they're doing that, I dye the other guy black.
As he's confused.
Don't worry about it. I have a plan for you, buddy. Ladies are over there getting ready, but are you? I try to signal that. Are you strong? And I like flex my muscles.
He looks
He
at
doesn't
you.
reply. Well, you're gonna be working on the farm, hopefully, for a while. I think until things die down. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
He nods.
Good. There are parts of him black and stuff like that. I just try to make him look as different as possible. Change his snout color, things like that.
He sneezes.
Yeah, I know it's uncomfortable, but it'll stick for a while. By then, I think they won't care about you.
I'll start dyeing Mugrain white.
If there's any black left, I'll jingle the bottle and put it. I'll walk backwards towards Mood Grain and them and set it in there and like put little splotches of that in there, and I'll slink off.
I'll make sure she has a black eye. We'll call you Oreo now.
I kind of like it. At least don't hate it.
Hey, now you're a superhero now. Get out.
Oreo and Steve.
I'll hold up my mirror so she can see herself after I'm done.
Ooh. I don't normally see myself in a mirror much, so don't know what I would. Oh, that kind of works. We'll go with it.
The good part is you don't look like yourself anymore.
Kind of don't feel like myself. I don't know what came over me there, guys. I'm sorry. I just couldn't see one of my brethren be treated such. Plus, we'd already pissed off Sidon before by being a sacrifice and fucking it up. Why not fuck up another one? Pardon my language.
Mugran, I like the new look.
Yeah, I think you did good. We're not here to be nice. We're here to be heroes, right? That's what the Oracle said.
Make the world better than it is. Yes.
Yep.
Thank you guys for having my back.
Alright, I think we should take Steve over here to the farm up there. Hopefully the old hero probably could use him to do some land work.
Might be best if him and I both stay there. I can send Halilakala with you, and he can come get me if you really need me.
I think we should split up into two groups so they don't see two Minotaurs together. Might be suspicious.
Oh, yes. I can't
You
walk
guys
by
are...
myself anymore.
Yeah, it seems like Astros has probably been in trouble before.
Please, lead the way. Or instruct, I don't know.
You, me, and probably Evie should head out. No. How many humans do we have? Adonis, me,
I can make myself a human if you would like.
Navy. Yeah. So I think we should have at least one human towards every non-human, so no one gets suspicious or question us as we leave.
I mean, I got a cloak. As long as they're not looking at the footprints, I should be okay.
So is that an Evie? Please look like a human.
How many people do we have with us? We have Timber, Moograin, and Steve. And we have Adonis, myself, and
8
yep,
people.
Evie, you're gonna have to look like it. You're gonna look like a human.
Hey, and I've got
Okay.
invisibility
Oh,
if
is
we
that-
need
oh.
to. Lasts for an hour. If we need to get somebody by a checkpoint that we can't quite figure out, we'll make them invisible. We'll just have to creak on by.
I forgot we had Xylus for this.
Yeah, the go to the pub thing was a joke. I don't think anyone picked up on it.
All right. Just give me a second. It's been a while. I'm kind of like, wait, wring my hands out a little bit and shake my head a bit, and my skin fades to peach, and my eyes change to brown, and my hair changes to brown.
All right, let's head out. Probably about 10 minutes apart, you guys. Adonis, you're with me and Moograin. Evie, you should be with Timber and Steve and Xylus. I think we can get out.
Sounds good. I like it.
Sounds good.
I was actually thinking, I hate to say it, but they want me most. Let the first group get out with Steve. All of this was to save Steve. Let him get out of the town first, and we follow as a second group.
Trust me, they won't recognize you. If anything, they'll just ask questions about where we're going with the slaves, or with Minotaurs.
Okay. Then whichever you feel is best.
All right, let's head out. Me and Moograin and Adonis, let's go.
Alright.
Sounds good.
Alright, I'd like everybody to roll me a perception check as you begin to go sparsely, each of you 10 minutes in between. Maybe highest one will get the rumor. The second one will get an event.
I don't get it. It clicks twice every time.
Alright, so Astros will get the rumor and Timber will have the event. Is Timber and Astros in the same group or no?
Different
No, we are
ones.
not.
Different group.
Different ones.
Okay, just checking. Alright, rumor, roll me a d12, Astros. Alright, as you hear the rumor, you hear something about King Pythor, the god of battle. He's rather been as people has kind of been abdicated his throne, and no one knows where he is gone. He's currently not an Historia anymore. So you hear a rumor.
That's useful. I remember that.
Sorry? I didn't catch what you said.
I said I remember that.
Okay. Alright, as you begin to travel, as the other group that moves 10 minutes behind, you hear something else. Not a rumor, but you see an event that's happening and conspiring. As you do see a small group of people gather on the road nearby. An object of interest is easily spotted. It is incredibly lifelike, a statue of a woman that has suddenly appeared to be in the middle of the city streets. The statue has a look like an object of rather terror on her face, as it looks very lifelike. And that's your group, Timbre, that you see it.
Investigate this. It's an anomaly.
Just leave it alone. We have to get out of here.
Told her to leave it. I moved to leave it alone, but we had to intervene. So are we not the interveners now? I'm gonna run away from this one, but
I think
not
Moogran's the intervener.
As you see a Centaurian come in, as he begins to clear people away. Move away! This looks like the work of the Lady of Coins. You should be not here. That creature will petrify anybody.
What can
make
you
a
really do about it
history
anyway?
on the hit creature of coins or whatever that was.
Sure. Lady of Coins is her name.
Lady of coins.
She's part of an organization here. Insight's too low. But
Oh,
ideally
brown eye,
for that, you can tell it's probably like a Medusa of some sort.
Even worse. Okay, here we go.
As they begin to spray people away from the situation. As it looks like someone had been working with her and I guess she didn't like them. She petrified them. As she's in like kind of a... almost like a screaming kind of horrific kind of visage that she's kind of animated into. Eventually, the first group that gets to the front gates, who do you have in the group?
I posted it. It's Mu, Astrios, and Adonis.
Alright, as they look towards you. What's your purpose for leaving? Do you have any goods or trades?
We need the we need a purpose to leave.
Well, you have a Minotaur.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're thinking of selling this Minotaur. It's beyond our use now. But
There's a wanted poster for a Minotaur that's slain 2 Mithros soldiers. Be wary around here. Hopefully your Minotaur isn't a fighter, as they're killing all of the fighter Minotaurs around.
Oh, it's not. But hearing that news did scare me half to death, and I just don't want one around our house anymore, you know? Even if it's good for the labor.
That's good. Their scum is useless around here. Only good for fighting and working for free. You may go.
And
What did you say, sorry?
I didn't say anything. We walk past.
Okay. Alright. Group 2. Who's in your group?
Steve, Evie, Timbre, and Xylus.
Alright, so it's just all of you guys leftovers. Alright, you guys get to the gate eventually 10 minutes later as you see a guard again. As he looks towards you. What's your purpose? Why are you leaving?
I will grab Xylus's arm and say, we're visiting my uncle for our wedding.
Alright. With this thing. Ugh. Hideous creature.
The, help is a gift.
You've meant to be a sacrifice, my lord, to consummate the wedding.
Are you in disguise as well, Satyr? Or no, Timbre?
I mean, I've got a heavy cloak over, so it doesn't really look like, but, you know.
He kind of looks at you for a second and then looks away. As he just mostly focuses on the Minotaur at this moment. As he's like, good riddance. More Minotaurs to leave out of Mithros would be better. We don't need their scum here. You're off on your way. Enjoy your wedding.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let Steve and follow them.
Okay. As you eventually make it to the farm, as you see the guy there kind of looking at you as he is surprised to see you guys again. What can I do here? I'm assuming you're looking for work or something? As he scratches his head.
We are. We had to get outside the boundaries of town, but we also have a friend that maybe could apply with you and see if he could fit into your fold.
Minotaur. Does he have any papers?
He had that death sentence that we saved him from, and we're not very popular down below. And
I see. I heard rumors about a Minotaur killing people. I'm assuming those was you lot.
you know, we were facing challenges.
He insights you. Do you tell him the truth, or are you gonna lie to him?
I mean, is that not the truth?
Yeah, but he's asking, were you guys the cause of it?
I'll lie. I'll try to deceive him.
Okay. Well, he kind of looks at you. You're not much of a liar, honestly, especially for a satyr. Usually, you're good at telling the truth in your song. Am I not wrong or mistaken, right? Your Minotaur friend, I can't accept him here, sadly. It'd be too obvious. They have yet to see a Minotaur work on my farm for the last 20 years. And having one now, I cannot shelter it. It grieves me to see a lost individual. But with what's going on now, they've been tracking Minotaurs, especially ones that can fight. Even if this one can't fight, he'll likely find himself in another cage in the next month or two. I can hold him here for a few weeks, but nothing more than a few weeks, if anything. I can't let him work here, though.
Really, for the sakes of the Minotaurs, there's someplace else that we should be looking. Someplace else where they'll be accepted. We can get him out of this.
Across the seas would be the best. Where they came from.
You said for a few weeks, right?
Yeah, he can give you 10 days max, but he can't hold him longer than that.
That's a week.
Yeah, and a few weeks, 2 weeks, I'll say. 20 days. He can shelter him, he can feed him, but you can't let him work.
Fair enough. You guys think we can handle up our business out here in 20 days?
We'll have to.
My best suggestion is heading towards the Gulf. They treat your kin a little bit more nice out there than around these parts. Especially Mithros.
After we handle our business here, then we'll head down. We appreciate your help.
No worries. I can understand. If I was in the same shoes as you, I would do the same.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do. Not everybody understands.
The Minotaurs and bestial races are untreated fairly here. For a long time in coming, the king doesn't seem fit to even persuade or even care. I believe it's his dumb bloodline. If anything. I feel honestly bad for the bestial races. Hopefully one time in 1 year in the far future, the people can accept and live in harmony with them. But until The Titans still thrive and survive upon this world. I can't see a good future for them.
Well, I'm trying to at least prove them wrong. Prove that we can be good.
It'll take centuries before they even agree upon that. But if you're wishing to change that, I wish you luck. In the meantime, you just have to bite your lip and do what they ask you to do. Because I don't think you're going to get away with something rash like that again upon Mithros. Especially killing 2 men. That's a crime of death.
Dang it, okay, I should have subdued, but they were trying to kill me.
Of course. That's all they know. That's how they grew up. The people of Mithros grew up knowing that the bestial races are demons. Horrible creatures. Even the young ones don't get a full life. They get treated with nothing. Eating scraps. And hoping they have a home in the future. Most find themselves in the arena pit. Some find themselves in the slavery, and some will be sacrificed. For no good reason. Many have tried to fled across the seas, but it's dangerous. Many have died. The waves are dangerous, as I believe Sidon watches the waves and the clouds and the weather, making sure no bestial race makes it out here upon his gulf. If you can get past the gulf, you can find a new way of life and never look back. But I know you guys, you'll probably be back here to change how Mithros will work. Historia and many other cities connected in the same rule and law. Though,
have you heard of any revolt attempts? Maybe
multiple attempts. Most of them have failed.
Any of do you know who the potential leaders have been or were and
They're
where
long
they came
dead.
from? Where did they come from? Like, were there people that knew them?
They came from the seas, from the islands, like your people and your ancestors before them.
Sorry, the Minotaurs that have tried to revolt.
He doesn't know exact locations, but they didn't come from here. They were brought here by ships.
Mugrain, I think the city is almost too far gone, and we might have to eventually just come here and take over. I mean, that's what I.
Well, your goal is to stop the Titans. If you can stop Letheria and Sidon, eventually, you can change the world. Because people are scared of Sidon and that's why the bestial races are shunned, because of Sidon, Letheria as well. They'll never be equal to humans ever.
Mm-hmm.
Until they're stopped.
As long as they're stopped. Mm-hmm.
And you have your own goals and paths as well through this journey. You have your own mission. Everybody has a mission on hand that they wish to accomplish. But sadly, the bestial races have the hardest role in this campaign.
But Mugrain, I'm with you, whatever you decide. But yeah, I think the city's past due, and so are the people in it.
But we still have a lot going on in there that I don't want to hold us back as a group because of who I am. That I'm willing to continue to try and be your slave or come and go if we can. Or are we just leaving here? I mean, don't we have more to do here?
We have a lot we need to do here.
We have a lot.
Exactly. That I don't want to hold you back.
That's fine. Maybe just for now, we accept the situation we're in, but maybe we can try and start something, start some motions in the city while we're here.
Oh, we already
No.
have.
You missed a lot. They did a lot.
Oh, okay, my bad.
They're here to do a mission. They have to find Ultros, which is the ship, but they have a few tasks to do to figure out how they want to um, kind of help the city out against Silence Wrath.
Mm-hmm.
So they haven't really voted on that yet. Well, of course, now they've noticed, they've heard about obviously a Medusa in the city, so that's probably a factor as well.
Mm-hmm.
And there's obviously other locations you can explore as well in the city.
Well, sounds like we need to find this ship somehow.
Didn't we see a lot of sailors in the satyrs' place?
Yeah, I think so. I think there were a lot of sailors there.
That'd be a good place to start looking, or at least trying to find information.
Can we at least like take a short rest here, or
Yeah,
long rest?
Yeah, long rest for sure. And he doesn't have bunks for you, but he'll put you in the barn.
I don't care. I just want some rest, please.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, rest. And then...
But at this point, I'm willing to help anybody do what they need to, or if we have a direct plan, but I don't have ability to do much until we get where we're going, because I'm going to be a quote-unquote slave. Kind of moping about that.
And get a long rest. Replenish yourselves. As the next day springs forth, what would you like to do?
Should we head for the Satyr Tail or the docks and see if we can find some information?
Sounds like a plan.
We might have more luck at the satyr's tail. Drink makes people's lips loose.
Well, we can
It
do
is the
two
morning
groups
walk.
again. We could do two groups again.
Do people drink this early in the day?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then
There's
the
always
Satyr's Tail.
alcohol.
24/7,
Yeah,
man.
like
Look at
children
this
drink-
town.
children
Everybody's
drink as
working
well.
different hours of the day.
Wine.
Always
Are you
somebody getting
expected
off
to work
shift and
without
needing a drink.
lubricant?
Well, you're expected to figure out to solve King's Acoustics issue. As you had some choices and options.
What's his issue?
He wants kind of Sidon to be out of his hair. He feels he needs the piece Sidon, so he's obviously requested you guys to basically find out a way to get rid of it, either controlling the weather, either destroying the temples of the 5 gods, either basically bargaining with Lotharia, or some way of potentially kind of getting something out of it. So obviously, well, that's kind of a hard one because you have to work with the god you don't want to work, a titan you don't want to work with. You can also ask the gods to sacrifice an ounce of their power, or you can find a way to sacrifice about 10,000 oxens or 10,000 GP worth of livestock towards Sidon to appease him, to make the king happy.
Wait, so it's 10,000 oxen worth, each ox is worth 1 gold piece?
100 oxen. Basically, livestock would cost
10,000 GP worth.
Yeah, that's how much it would cost you.
But didn't we say fuck Sidon? Because now this is 2 sacrifices we have fucked up for him?
Sorry. Oh, yeah. Yeah. As he shoots bolts of lightnings everywhere around town. This guy hates everybody.
Could I do like a knowledge check or something to see if I know of anything that attracts lightning?
I mean, it attracts lightning. He's a god. He already smited 2 people down with it.
No, I mean, like, could you use like lightning rods or something?
Yeah, but it doesn't. He's not aiming it towards the lightning rods. He's shooting it wherever he wants.
Yeah, I was just wondering if there's something that you can do to like make it go towards the lightning rods instead of at people where he's
no, it wouldn't work.
Aiming it.
Or and obviously, yeah. So it all depends on what you want. He gave you 5 options on how to potentially, save the city, but all the options are obviously not in your favor. They're all bad.
Except for the ox one, but that's probably going to screw the city over.
Speak for yourself. They're like my cousins.
Mm.
No. We're still not a fan, though.
Okay. Well, I'm not a fan of taking the natural cycle either, but sometimes nature is meant to bend to our will. So.
But it'll only appease for so long. It doesn't solve the problem ultimately.
Yeah, but it'll keep the king happy. Yeah, he's called.
But isn't the king missing?
No, it's Pythor is missing.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Alex isn't here to make bad jokes.
Daddy. So you can either do that, and you can obviously appease him, or you can look around town and look around each. There's so many locations here you can explore. Or if you want, you can go back to that weird statue, You can go to the Pythor's statue. It's a little location, but I don't know what purpose you have there, of course. You've heard rumors of something down in there, as there's like a group and organization that dwells down there, but you don't really know why you would want to go there and what purpose.
Tamber, you were mentioning something about a statue that you saw in the streets. Did you guys want to check that out as well? Maybe see what that has to offer?
It's the Lady of Coin, right?
Lady of Coin, yes. I'll be glad to investigate her if somebody will care to join me.
I don't think we should stick our nose in that.
The statuette. The statuette's gone now. They took the statuette, but you could go to like potentially a church or something, or somewhere that you can learn research upon her.
Someone known as the Lady of Coin would be a useful friend to have, I think.
Okay, so maybe rather than just run off and try to chase this, I'll start making a journal entry in my book that I have and taking notes of our adventure and start looking for and collecting bits and pieces about lore of the Lady of Coin.
Mm-hmm. Um,
New
so,
interesting character. Somebody else has entered the race.
mhm. And did I tell you guys about the bank that Calix and I had visited as well?
Yeah, your accounts are connected to these trees that they have. I guess the trees are connected between cities.
Mm-hmm.
If you put
So,
money in one, you can access it in the others.
As long as they have a bank, yeah, that's connected to Thylia. If it's not connected to Thylia, you can't receive your money.
mhm.
They're like vaults. They're magical vaults.
So potentially these the Lady of Coin has something to do with these banks. I don't know. Just a long shot.
I guess I didn't see the connection, but I don't know the way the guards said the Lady of Coin. It was almost they had disdain in their voice, not like. I guess it didn't seem like they were talking about, a noble in town, almost
Hmm.
like an entity. But I could have just been reading into it. If we did want to find it, we'd just have to ask around or do some research.
Yeah, there's a lot of temples, a lot of places you haven't explored yet.
Let's say what do you guys want to do? What's the just ask at the dock? Ask about the ship? Try and please the king
We
or
agreed that the satyr's tail might be a better option since the sailors will be drunk.
hmm.
I mean, maybe they'll be drunk at work too, but
They're probably drunk at work.
yeah. So do you want to split up or all stick together?
Truly, how big is this city? Is it like miles and miles large, or just like a mile square?
It's long to get from one area, one half of the map to the other. It takes 3 hours.
Okay. Fair enough.
So basically, it's almost like you're trying to traverse like the whole like city of New York. It's going to take you a long time.
So this place is literally called the Satyr's Tail. So I imagine Timbre will try to make an impression here. And
We've been here already. This is the inn we've been hanging out at.
Okay,
Correct.
Okay.
Apparently, the one and only inn slash tavern in the city.
Everybody knows us. Come on.
I don't want them to know me, so I slink away.
They already know you, as now they because you were part of the games.
Well, yeah, but now she's disguised.
Of course, yeah,
Right.
she's wanted in there as well. You're disguised. They don't know who you are, but they obviously have a wanted poster for you.
Yeah, just
As they break contract with you
Telephone
now,
us.
they don't want your they don't want to sponsor you anymore. So
well, we already got the money.
Of course, but you'd get more money if you kept going. So you have to pay for your rooms now and shit.
Oh, Green, you're costing us coin.
All right. Anyways, what do you guys want to do? You tell me. You got like. So far, you got 3 things to do. You can either sightsee, you can try to figure out a little bit more about who this coin individual is, or you can do the task at hand and obviously figure out and agree upon a suggestion on what to do about Mithros and Sidon. Or optional fourth, you can ask around for a ship that's been lost and forgotten for 500 years.
So is the ship thing connected to the overall Nitros task?
Correct, it is.
Okay. Then I say we at least ask around about the boat. Try to at least get some insider knowledge about it.
I would definitely love to ask around about the boat too.
You know that basically the king is he's part of the lineage of the Arcalanders. So his great whatever basically had it. He was the original owner, but obviously it's lost to time. But yeah, no one really knows where it is. You get the same rumors every time you ask. Like there's not a lot of people know where it is. If people knew where it was, people have spoken though. I will say somebody has spoken as you either pay them a fee if you want to pay them gold. I can give you an answer for 5 gold for a rumor.
Yeah, I'll pay the 5 gold.
They tell you that they believe the king himself has the legendary map on the location where the ship is. Because it was his great whatever grandfather that had it originally.
Map to where the true location of it is?
The last location, yeah, the last seen location. So it's, but he has the map. He's the only one who has the map. Everybody else has rumors and thoughts where it is, but it's no pinpoint. You could go there and waste weeks and weeks and weeks of traveling to see nothing. But he's not going to willing to give it freely. He obviously wants a favor. He wants you to figure out, obviously, about his city. He wants the oracles to solve his case.
Does anybody have an in with the king?
But now he hears word of a minotaur. But he doesn't obviously know it's obviously Mugrain, but he obviously now knows that there is obviously a minotaur that has caused a lot of trouble in his city.
So no one really knows except for maybe the faint chance that the king has a map or some sort of clues on where the lost ship resides.
Gain an audience between performance and persuasion. There might be a chance we can sweet talk our way in this room. Otherwise, we don't know the exact location of where the ship is, but apparently the ship is important. It represents a golden opportunity for us.
Yeah. Just not much to go off of. Wish the answer was more clear. I feel like all of our options are just equally as bad.
Yeah, there's no really good.
I do, of course, offer up my medallion worth the 500 gold to the group and put it in the bag of holding. This is towards everything else, guys. I don't know how I can help more to get us out of this. Goes towards the cattle, I guess. I don't know. This
Yeah,
sucks.
I guess we're a quarter of the way towards the cattle.
I thought the king would pay for the cattle.
Yeah. I mean, if it's only 10,000 gold worth of livestock, it's getting sacrificed. Does that
How
mean
many
it's get
souls is
wasted?
that?
Well, yeah, but I mean, we eat meat, we eat
I
chickens,
don't.
pigs. What?
It sacrifices a
Everyone else
lot
does.
of the economy's food source too.
You know, we can sit up on our high horse all we want, but you know, life keeps on going on around us.
Or
I
you,
wish there was a better option or easier.
yeah. Well, if you, I don't know, maybe sacrificing the god's power or destroying the statue at the temple of the five gods is probably a better one.
You can't destroy somebody else's faith.
And then you can
Yeah, that's hard for me too.
ask the gods to sacrifice an ounce of their power.
But those are the gods that are like kind of our friends / Calix's family members.
Well, you would have to persuade them in a sense. It's not something you just, they're going to say yes.
I also draw my power from the gods, and I'd rather them not be less powerful.
Well, it's them,
Well,
not you draw your power from Thylia. You don't draw your power from the five gods.
Oh no, I don't. I guess Thylia is a titan, right?
She's a titan, yeah.
Yeah.
But she's like she's considered to be the world itself that you live on. She's everything.
oh. If they truly believe that we're gonna be the next true heroes, I guess this would be the last time they should help us. I don't mind asking the gods, but we might have to find Pythor.
And don't we know where Pythor is?
Yeah, we just talked to him, didn't we?
And back in the other town.
Astoria?
Gross.
Yeah, Astoria.
Stories.
I heard a rumor that he has abdicated his throne.
To who?
Before.
Ew.
Nobody knows why or where he went. And I don't know who's taking care of the throne at this point.
Can't imagine he would hand it over to just anyone.
Yeah, I was gonna wait until we saw Calix again, but I honestly don't know what Pythor's thinking. But I'm assuming we can get in contact with most of the others. That would take time as well.
But do we really want to cripple them?
Can't remember how big was it's like 10 to 20% or something like that.
They have a permanent exhaustion point forever for the rest of the game.
Another way is to get $10,000 worth of cattle, right?
I think that was separate. I think those were separate options.
Correct.
It was like a wet control weather scroll, which is like a level 8, 10,000 gold worth of livestock. Destroy the temples or get the gods to offer up some of their power.
They have a library around here. Maybe we can look up where control weather spell is at.
So you basically would go to, if you wanted to sacrifice the oxen, you don't spend the money. You just tell him this is the best way, kind of thing, on it, and then he will do it. But it'll kill off half the livestock in the city.
Those people kind of suck. Maybe they deserve to starve a little bit.
Half the city starves. You know that's not the top half.
True.
And It could lead to rebellion, change. Maybe some good could come out of it. Who knows?
We should at least see if we can find this scroll somewhere. I know that magic exists. Maybe we can find it, quest for it. Maybe there's some lead.
I mean, I've only heard rumors of spells of that power. Normally they're held by those almost considered gods. Can't imagine we're just going to find one laying around.
I doubt it. If there's some record of one being created, maybe we can follow a trace somewhere. If we're lucky, it's close by. But sacrificing the oxen isn't a terrible idea.
Unless you're the oxen.
Well, we're not. It's
And is he sure that
these?
Is he sure that these 100 oxen will
No, he's not
stop
sure.
the storm?
He's just hoping.
It was just a guess, but all of them are kind of guesses, ways to appease or throw off.
And obviously, the
Item.
tiefling had suggested another one that to probably have an intervention with Utharia, and potentially joining her faith, one of you, and take the black robes and worship her and beg for her, which I don't think any of you guys will.
No, I don't recommend anybody do that. I'll actively persuade them away from it.
As you'll have to do, as well as you have to do a sacrifice and become part of the cult.
Yeah, it's gonna be a no.
No, that's not knock it to each other. No.
It's the worst. It's a black pit of despair and evil. You don't need to be making any deals with her.
So realistically, the options are have the gods give up some of their power or sacrifice some animals. We could also destroy the temples, but that seems...
I will say that there is in lore for the control weather spell. I'll say maybe down the road you guys begin to research upon maybe. You do, it is kind of like a relic of the past. There is a harp that was created that can summon Mithros' weather, but no one has ever found it.
I'll take that info and I'll say maybe we should ask the king about it, or maybe the queen.
If they had it, they would have used it. So I don't know.
Yeah, but
Well, maybe
I know, but
they
maybe she
know
doesn't
something?
know. Yeah, maybe they know where it may be at. Maybe it's somewhere dangerous. Hopefully.
All right, you can ask them if you
controls
want.
the weather.
You can talk to Valis about it if you don't want to talk to the king.
Yeah, I'll try to get in contact with Valis about it.
All right. After maybe a few hours, you do eventually get some contact with Valis as she's willing to meet in her gardens later this evening. Is anybody else going to join him or no?
I'm sure I'll join them.
All right. After, a short amount of time that's passed by, as obviously time flies by easily enough. As she greets you, doing well. I heard a rather tragic story that happened yesterday. 2 warriors of Mithros had been slain by a horrible being, a minotaur. I'm hoping it's not none of you individuals.
Minotaur?
I
What?
try to gloss over it and say, yeah, that was a tragedy. About the storm, though. Do you know anything about the Harp of Mithros?
Of course. It's a legendary item, long forgotten. No one knows where it is, but I do know how to make one. But it isn't going to be an easy task, of course.
Can it be completed in 20 days by a strapping young group of adventurers?
Depends on how much you want to work for it. From what I know, one has to collect 2 sets of nymph hair strings, as well as to craft this arboreal harp. One needs to travel towards the Mithril Forge, and one needs to be capable of casting a spell, likely a god or a high-level caster, to infuse into it. The harp itself, though, it's been long lost, but it can be crafted.
Fair, eh? Have you guys ever encountered a nymph?
No,
They're usually wild around these parts. You might find one in the forest here and there. Horrible creatures, though.
They are my Fey brethren. I have a somewhat affinity for them.
The nymphs that you had fought, the ones that polymorph you.
Alright. I think we can get the nymph hair. Probably get it back to Estros.
It'll take you a week to get back to Astoria, and then 3 days to go to the Mithril Forge.
But Steve, he only has 20 days. We can't get back before then.
Yeah, you won't be back before then. He'll probably be in a bad situation.
We'll take him with us to Astoria.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll start buying them to carry gear for us.
He's still recovering. He's not our slave. He's
give
our
him the
friend.
bag of holding. It'll be light. We'll not have to worry about it.
We'll probably leave in the morning anyways. We have...
And then you will need some mithril to craft it as well. But it isn't hard, but it will cost you a pretty penny indeed. So you'll have to find someone who can actually cast that spell. So if the gods can't cast it, then I don't know, you'll have to find somebody who can.
Can you post that spell again?
Control weather?
Control weather.
It's an 8th level spell.
The only ones that I've known to be able to cast such spells are Titans.
Yeah, that was my inclination. So I need 2 sets of nymph hairs and some mithril.
And somebody to cast a spell.
But if we need them cast that spell initially, then what is it worth them doing that? Or is it that spell needed?
They will enchant it, so then you can use that at will. The gods can't. The gods can't do that. They're not allowed to help mortals anymore.
I don't think we know anyone who can cast that.
And I think we pretty much agree destroying temples is out. So it's asking the gods to give up the 10%. Or are we looking for the nymph
property
there?
damage versus animal sacrifice.
The only problem with the sacrifice is that I don't think it will appease Sidon. I think this city will still be doomed. There's no sure way.
True.
We're supposed to be heroes, so I thought we could do something heroic.
So are we looking for the nymphs?
Yeah, but you have to find somebody who can cast that spell, even if you find the nymphs.
Mm-hmm.
And do all that work.
I'm just brainstorming.
Or wait to find Pythor. And this campaign really does not give you a clear path forward.
Nope, you're supposed to think outside the box, kind of thing. If they gave you a clear path, it'd be too easy.
So probably the Pythor thing is going to be best overall, seeing as it is our friend's father.
We
Yeah,
have a
but then you're
connection.
crippling them.
Mm.
And I have a mithril harp, and then if we go to the, mithril forge, maybe we can turn that into the boreal harp if we have the nymph strings. So I think we're a little farther along. We just need to. I mean, that's a big up. I get that.
Yeah, the last part is a very big ask.
The biggest.
Because
I have the base. I
best
show
choice
you my
is
harp.
make a vote, I guess. I don't know. Because I know you guys can't
It's never
come to an
changed the
agreement.
tide of any battle. It doesn't matter. You're better off upgrading your weapons than we are my harp.
What do you mean by a myth? You just have a mithril harp?
Well, his legendary weapon or the
This
mithril
artifact
weapon.
item is a harp, yeah, but it's not the same.
Yeah,
harp.
we can't sacrifice that.
If the boreal harp is the upgrade to the mithril harp at the mithril forge. And we can control the weather. How would that
It would be great for the town to see a satyr save them. But we still need to find someone who can cast this spell. And I can't think of anyone besides Lutheria that would be capable of doing or aside on himself. Unless we could trick him into casting the spell on it.
So we need to find his assistant, have a stack of paperwork that just needs his signature, like 10 of them, that he just gets signing. It's number 8 because he doesn't look there. The 9, 10 he looks, and we're all good.
I don't think Titans do paperwork.
Alright, well, you can make your choice, or we're gonna be stuck like this for every session until you guys figure it out. What you want to sacrifice.
Yeah.
You have to choose. There's no there's nothing around it. That's the sad truth. There's no choice. Even when I played this game, it sucked.
Then I have to admit the 100 oxen is probably the best bet.
The most direct. And also, I guess, kind of his normal offering, I'm assuming, or something similar.
Something similar, as long as it's not the Minotaur as a quote unquote oxen.
Oh, they don't have that many oxens to They don't have that many minotaurs to sacrifice. There's not a lot of minotaurs in the city. There are, but there isn't like 100 of them. No.
So sacrifice the livestock.
Yeah, I'd already sacrificed my medallion towards it.
I could maybe. I don't know. I feel bad because, well, I can talk to these creatures on regular occasions, and, well, it seems odd to me, but I can try my best to get them to agree. I don't know if they will.
They will be forced, no matter what. Toxins.
Yeah, I think it's a barbaric action too.
As you guys begin to talk and such, I'd like everybody to roll me a perception check. Alright, Tamber, you hear word has gone out as they saw another sighting near the docks as another statue is given there. Another person's been petrified! We're all gonna die!
Group everything down by the docks. Another person's been petrified and give them no location that I know of.
You guys want to decide on this later? Or have we decided on the oxen? You guys want to decide on this later and figure out why people are turning into stone, or?
Let's take care of the king first.
Yeah, they're two separate issues. Let's take care of the king, and then we'll figure out what's turning the stone.
Sure, sounds good.
So we're voting on the oxen?
Yes.
Yes.
Head hanged in shame. Yes.
Okay.
Alright. Let me get you into...
We'll head to the king.
I'm missing somebody. Oh yeah, you weren't here for this. Ah, so you've come back. Taken you long enough.
I think one of you guys should tell him. This is not my proudest moment.
Yes, I believe we've
Come up
come to
here.
an
I can't hear you from over there.
Thank you, my lord.
Yes, I think we've all come to the agreement that the sacrifice of 10,000 gold worth of livestock to be the correct path forward in an offering to Sidon.
Is this the only way?
It seems like the best way, at least in what we've come to decide.
And so be it. Many of people will suffer and starve for quite some time, as even my coffers cannot afford that at this time. And even yours, I'm assuming. Lord, Commander Gygas, see fit to grab 100 oxen out and for sacrifice upon the next moon. Yes, my liege. As we will have an announcement to have to share upon the people, as we will foretell the people upon the individuals that have been sought forth to defeat the Titans and to be the oracles chosen that will devote them upon this sacrifice, as they will be named for this option.
Do you guys truly want to be named for starving out half a city?
Not really.
Yeah. I say we try something else first.
Like what?
I don't know, how long do we have, King, until this storm hits?
It's getting worse every day. If you cannot do it, and no one can.
I mean, none of the options are clear. It's, make a harp, but then need to find someone who can cast control weather, which we don't know of anyone.
All of them make other people pay for it, unfortunately. Either the people, the god,
Yeah, someone has
us.
to pay for it, yeah.
I say we band the gods together and ask them that favor.
And we have no idea where Pythor is.
We do have his son. Maybe he can help us.
As
Find him
King
at some
Acoustic
point.
says, so you do not agree upon this term, then?
Yeah, we'd leave really quick. Hold on, wait. Let's huddle one more time.
And you are supposed to be the oracles chosen. You can't even make your own decision. Commander Gaikas looks at you as he kind of chuckles.
Well, I don't think destiny happens with just one decision, you know what I mean? Kind of a lot of them makes up destiny.
I think, my lord, we should destroy the 5 gods' statues.
Well, if we're gonna get the gods to give up their power, we all have to go back and find Pythos.
You don't. You can just talk to Valis later on. She will she'll contact.
So what's it gonna be?
I don't want to sacrifice the cows. I don't want to destroy the temple. That I think that the gods 10% is probably our best.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Okay then.
It's not like 10%. I don't know. It's like 15 or 20, but yeah, it's like it's a permanent exhaustion, so it's like a handicap. But yeah. Anyways, so what do you say? You just walked away from them. Eve's still here.
I'll say, well, as heroes to your city, we don't want to be known for starving out half of them. So we'll exhaust other options before we seek that path.
And be gone out of my sight until you figure out what you wish to do for the people of Mithros.
I bow and I say, let's get out of here, guys.
Didn't we just decide?
I don't think he knows about the god thing, getting the gods together.
Oh.
That was what Valis told us.
Yes, she doesn't want you to indulge that at all.
He doesn't want us to indulge that?
Valis. Because she's
Oh,
not
she doesn't want
supposed.
us to
She's
let
not
her.
supposed to intervene. She's a god too.
Maybe if we can tell them to give up a little bit of the power, maybe they can cast the spell to make the harp. So they wouldn't have been directly intervening.
That's
Just have this
intervening.
craft something. Well, at least it wouldn't be so public of an intervening.
Yeah, but they're very like lawful. They're not going to break the code, even if the Titans do. So Queen Valis kind of is outside, and she's kind of looking at you in the garden. She's like, "So have you decided?" The King Acoustic is rather irritated upon your decision on denying what you wished him. He expected a quicker answer.
Well, the only way that the people won't suffer, we see two ways, and that's if we can miraculously find someone who can cast this 8th level spell once for us to make the harp.
We gods cannot intervene, sadly. We can help you along your way, but we can't do what we have to.
Do you know of any being? Do you know of any beings that could cast a spell?
Gods and titans, but I do know of individuals far from these lands can do it. People here, not so much. An individual to have that kind of power wouldn't have stayed in a place where they wouldn't want it. If you wish for the gods to make the sacrifice, I can call upon my family and see fit if you can make a reason for them to choose and heed your words. You will have to talk to them individually and why they should sacrifice an ounce of their power.
Well, since the statue of the 5 is towards them, right?
Correct.
How do you feel about us destroying the temple?
I don't wish it for it to be destroyed. I wish the temples of Sidon and Lotharia could be destroyed, but that would cause much havoc and more insanity beyond belief.
Would you destroy your own temple to save your people, though?
That I can't say, honestly. I would do both. But knowing that people will forget about us, our faith will eventually fade away into history. That, I don't know if I could accept that. But if I had the choice, and I was willing to, I would sacrifice it. But I would barely be a nobody around these parts. People see these statues as hope. They do not wish to see hope inside in Lotharia.
I have to say I've lost a lot of care for these people, even those who aren't fortunate. After seeing what they've been doing to Mugrain's people, I think we sacrifice the livestock and let them starve.
That's a terrible thing to say, honestly.
A very hero-like, to be honest.
I
I get
never
where you're
said I
coming
was a
from.
hero.
I get where you're coming from, Adonis. I truly do. But we have to start change somewhere.
Maybe it's easier to start change from scratch. You know?
Could you have on your hands hundreds of thousands of people of your hands of death, Adonis, knowing that they will starve and never have a meal in their lives once again? I don't think you could live with that for the rest of your life, knowing that you made hundreds of children starve.
Hundreds of children that are going to persecute hundreds of other children. You know, at this point, I think it's worth it. I don't like these people. They aren't good.
She looks at you with this
No,
disapproval.
matter how much I dislike them, they are still alive and here. We should not deny them. We should find another way.
I also don't see how this sacrifice starves an entire city. They're on an ocean, they have boats. Can they not fish? There are forests surrounding, can they not hunt?
Exactly. They'll be able to figure it out somehow anyways.
Like, ideally, yes, they could do all that, but the problem is the population is so grass and big, plus the fact of the matter there's a war going on, so their resources are going low and depleting, so obviously that's a factor as well. But that's obviously up to you. If you want to sacrifice, there's a good chance a lot of people will starve to death.
Well, technically, this storm is being caused by Sidon, so isn't he intervening as is?
You already know this, yeah, and the gods will not break their oath, or else a war and many people will die.
And I think he means hasn't Sidon already breaking that?
Yeah, he broke the law. Yeah, already. But he has yet to show his face across the world and kill, like, basically he's having his cultists and his people who believe in him kill for him, in a sense. He's only shown himself here and there, but he hasn't really stepped foot on the land and actually shown his eagerness to kill people. Because if he did, then the gods would act, and then obviously a war would happen, and then likely cities and villages would be destroyed. So he has broken it, but he hadn't fully adapted to that, obviously, completely. If he did, then obviously this campaign would be over. He's bending the rules, in a sense, you could say. The gods are helping you, and they're bending the rules as well, helping mortals, obviously, to become the next Dragon Lords. And helping you along the way. But they can't, obviously, help you through everything. You have to make the hard choices in the end of the day. Or else the campaign wouldn't feel like a Greek mythology campaign. It wouldn't feel hard and, tough, and you have to make tough choices. Nothing is going to be easy. There's no win-win. There's always going to be a win and a loss. So if you feel like the people of Mithras deserve to starve, then that's your choice.
That's how I feel. Anyone else feel similar?
I don't think they should starve.
Well, it's not like we're stealing all the food from their plate. Will it?
And it's not like these are good people. They're...
It doesn't matter if they're good or bad, they're people. I don't want to starve them.
Yeah, this isn't a chaos or lawful. This isn't a good or evil. This is just basic human need, our basic, need. Everybody needs.
They don't, Mugrain. You're telling me the people that don't think you are better than the dirt they're standing on are worth saving to you.
I do not judge them for that. Everybody has life or death in them. And I let them live as long as they can-ish until they get, like, really, really bad. Like, come on. You're gonna starve just some random person because they happen to be living in this town that did bad things? The person didn't do the bad thing.
There are a lot of people
I can't do that.
There's a lot of people who don't follow the faith of, obviously, Theria and Sidon, or even the king. But they have no choice. They live in poverty. They have no other way of life. They have to live here.
Yeah, exactly. I do not expect to kill a whole town. No.
They'll find a way, or they'll leave.
Where do you go when you have nothing? I have but 2 cents to rub together. How do I get a cart to carry all my things? How much can I carry? Do I have a bag to carry the things? Where do I go? Who houses me? Who houses my neighbors with me? How do I eat and drink if I have no containers for that?
When
No,
I watched my family burn to death from that despicable dragon, how did I carry on? I
that
figured
is what
it out.
you had to go
I
through. That
figured
doesn't
it
mean
out.
they have to go through it also.
I don't care. These people are terrible.
No.
Just
You
because
know
we don't
what?
like people.
And you know what? They deserve what's coming.
I can't agree with you, Adonis, on that. Just because we dislike these people doesn't mean that we get to be the judge, jury, and executioner on their fates like that.
I'm not. I'm simple. I'm not. They have choices. They can leave. They can live off the land like I did.
If they are able-bodied and have a will to live, they can find a way.
They will figure it out.
I say we destroy the temple. That way nobody necessarily gets hurt. No one gets sacrificed. No one dies. No one starves. No one loses part of their life force.
I'm with you. I could be convinced of that.
Yeah, sure.
The
Well, the
people are
gods
gonna have
won't
to
like
learn
it,
to
but I
be.
feel like some broken temples is better than giving up a portion of your power.
No way we can convince these
But
people
we
to give
will.
up power. They're trying to grasp and hang on to it. I mean, come on. That would
But
be.
we will be known as the heroes who destroyed the temple.
Uh, There's no like this is a bad situation. We have to make a bad decision. There's no way around it.
Yeah, we have to make a bad decision. No way around it.
And I
Yeah,
say we take some of the bad out with it.
that's a bit dark. Roll it back to the breaking of the temples. It's just property damage. You know? In fact, they'll have to rebuild, thus stimulating the economy and making these people's lives better.
No, now that I'm back to it, I still think we should ask the gods to sacrifice. Sidon's only gonna ramp up what he's doing. If he's doing this over here, he was probably gonna be doing something else later somewhere else on a
Yeah,
higher scale.
but then we won't we need the gods who like know us and seem decent to be as powerful as possible as they'll be our allies?
Yeah, but hopefully by that time we can do something about it. I'm only
Last,
hoping. I'm new to the zero thing.
the last 500 years, the gods have ignored the Titans and ruled in their stead, and now that they're coming back. I mean, who's at the true base of this all?
I don't know.
I know we can't start off our legacy being known as the heroes who destroyed the Temple of the Five.
Again, I don't. I think there's no route that doesn't have us coming out of there with some sort of negative connotation. We'll have to make a decision that's going to affect people poorly. I think you're correct that saying that breaking the temples is the least destructive and the least negative. Like, yes, some people will disagree, but if it's that or starve half the people out, or have gods give up power to another god who we know is an asshole, I feel like a few broken temples is an easier burden to pay.
I agree.
Okay, I came in at the end of that, but I feel that that was a good devil's advocate. I kind of like that idea. I don't like it, love it,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
can get behind it.
yeah. I don't like being known as those heroes, but at least I'd rather save them ignorantly, not save them at all.
Okay, so they're really gonna know me now. Like I'm already wanted here. I can never come show my face here then again. Or at least it
Uh,
feels.
well, you look different right now, so maybe when you come back, you can look like a different cow. Sorry, I mean different centaur. Sorry, I mean
Minotaur.
minotaur. Sorry.
Yeah, he's on painkillers. Give him a break.
Oh, I get it. I totally do.
I will say that Mithros is the city where the Dragon Lords were formed. So it is the city of the Dragon Lords.
Yeah.
So I don't like that because I
So,
am a Dragon Lord wannabe one.
Also, I feel like we're going to be getting some good favor here anyway. We'll gain that reputation back up. Yeah, it's a little PR blunder out the gate, but in the long run.
So it's a
Alright.
half elf.
So what's your vote?
I vote for the animals.
Alright, sacrifice, okay.
Temple.
Okay.
Two for temple.
alright, why don't we put them in the chat?
Yeah, it's easier that way. Temple. Alright, 4 animals. What about you, Eve?
I don't know.
And we don't even have silence here. Or not silence, sorry, Calyx.
Calyx.
I feel like you'd be down with breaking temples.
Alright. Well,
I mean, either way, breaking temples win. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Even if Adonis doesn't agree upon it, it's just how it is. They're all bad, no matter what, so.
Yeah, I didn't want to do the decision without Calyx, but it is what it is.
There's but a first decision. He'll be a part of many more. So we agreed to break the Temple of the Five Gods.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll conclude the whole talk with the king as obviously you agree upon it, as Gygas smiles as he obviously enjoys it. As he begins to kind of lip read, like a little quietly, puppets of the Oracle. As you've chosen the destruction of the Temple of the Five, then the gods will begrudgingly accept this action, of course. Avalis and Kira have long believed that it is inevitable that their power would wane and the people of Mithros would lose faith, but they had hoped that if it would not happen in such a fashion. However, this loss of worship still causes pain to the Five. As a result of the temple's destruction, Kira, Valis, Pythor, and Vulcan will become dispirited and suffer a permanent exhaustion point. So you lose either way.
Oh, what?
oh man,
Bamboozle.
Well, we don't have to find Pythor or travel.
Or starve out a population.
I would have rather just fucking got them together.
Well, we kind of did. Oh well, we broke a
Too
temple.
late.
It is what it is.
Cafe.
Decision's been made.
As the temples gets destroyed over the course of a day, as location 2 is gone now, forever, until I guess the far future. I don't know. Maybe you come back here and change the way of Mithros how it runs. With maybe the future of the Titans gone. Who knows?
We can rest easy.
You wouldn't be able to farm enough livestock for that sacrifice. It would take too long.
Okay.
But as obviously the king sees fit to have an audience with you upon another day, seeing fit, as he wants to congratulate you for your choices. In the meantime, you guys can head back wherever you see fit. As you can see Vala's seeing it destroyed, as you can see her emotions have faltered quite a bit.
We'll come up to her and I'll apologize. And I'll say, hey, we thought it was better than you guys breaking your vow.
I understand. It just sucks. It's been here for a long time. But it is what it is. And she just walks away.
Temples. Broken temples can be rebuilt. Broken vows can't be.
Okay, you can't unbreak a vow.
As you see a huge group of people looking at it, it's like, why are they destroying it? Who are we supposed to worship now? Lotharia? Sidon? That's a question. As a group of people are just talking.
Why do you need to worship anybody?
As they look at you. Foul creature.
I mean, nature gives us water, food, nutrients. If anything, look around you. Look at your world. You don't need anything otherworldly.
They basically walk off. They don't even acknowledge. But you do know that the faith of the gods here are gone for now.
I look at Migraine and say, these are the people we just chose to save.
As you see the hours have passed on, eventually, gradually, you see the storm gradually relents and light breaks through the clouds, spilling down onto the marble pediments and the wet paving stones of the city. Slowly, its citizens begin to emerge from their homes. Before long, a usual bustle of an everyday life of Mithros resumes. As you see, King Akastic in the distance is pleased as he shouts, "Excellent work! I knew I could trust you in the handles of this matter. Now we'll see about your reward." As he pulls out a roll of parchment out of his cloak and hands it towards you. "This is map. Will lead you to the last known whereabouts of Ultros. It was my ancestor's ship, the legendary vessel of Astoria Akalander, the fiercest of the Dragon Lords. There was a time when I thought I might claim it for myself, but I have no need for it now. You should know that I am rebuilding the ancient altar of the Dragon Lords. In time, I will have a legion of dragon-mounted warriors under my command, of course. Then we will have no more need of the heroes and the oracles, and we shall drive back the Titans with the power of the dragons, just as my forefathers did. In any case, this map will allow you to resume your so great labors. I thank you for your service and you have done to my city. You are dismissed." He snapped his fingers.
Totally side-eyed him while he was talking about the Dragon Lord portion. I don't believe him. Do not want that. Totally side-eyed.
Usually you get the map. It's an ancient old map. It's really old. So don't get it destroyed.
You guys want to see why people are turning to stone, or you guys want to continue on our quest?
I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of sick of this city right now. Say we look for this missing boat.
I need the heat to die down.
Well, you guys still have a good majority of the day left to hand, so you can either figure out what the hell's going on with the stone statues, or you can start your next mission at hand and leave the city.
Leave the city. Fuck these frozen motherfuckers.
So you guys are all saying let's leave the city?
Unless there's
Yeah.
something you still want to do here. But
There's just that mystery of the Medusa, but you can ignore the Medusa if you want.
That'd be good. I want to do the Medusa thing, but I don't want to. If everyone else wants to leave,
Just
I'm
make
cool
a
with
vote.
that.
Just make a vote.
Medusa sounds fun too.
yeah, sure.
It's here in town. I'm down for it.
Medusa. Okay, you spelled it.
Medusa.
Medusa. Alright, so Medusa. Okay, Medusa. Alright, so we're gonna Medusa. Medusa. Alright, so it is midday, so if you guys want, you can make your way towards the dock area where the last statue was seen. And begin to figure out what you want. Be some investigators. That was a hard choice. You guys took like a month to figure out what the fuck you wanted to do here.
Yeah, it was really hard. We didn't want to be the bad guys.
You're gonna be the bad guys no matter what, so.
Yeah.
But not as bad as it was like compared to like others, of course. Because they would either the gods would see you in a different light, or you know, the people would.
I'll cast guidance and do an investigation.
Sure.
A 14.
Alright, you begin to investigate the area, seeing fit and where the statue is. You see the person kind of screaming in a pose where he's... People are just around it, kind of confused. It's been happening more and more. I've heard rumors there's something going around as the talk begins to intervene into something related towards the Colossus of Pythor. So they've been told there had been weird sightings happening there. People coming in and out, as that place is supposed to be out of bounds for anybody, but it seems somebody has been breaking the rules.
I say we go stake it out, guys. We could probably take a short rest in doing that.
That's good.
I mean, I don't think we've even done anything as of today.
Yeah, no. We had a long rest, so we're good.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As in theory, the King Acosta himself has passworded the Colossus for anybody to enter in, but it seems fit. But known to Acosta, someone has been using his statue and entering it in and doing it for purposes unknown, as he has no knowledge of it.
How about we head to King Acostas first?
I doubt he wants to see us.
He's done. He's happy. Not talking to you anymore. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's right. Alright.
Let's sneak in.
Yeah. We'll try to stake it out and see if we see any movement.
Alright. As I'm assuming you're coming in there later in the night. Assuming.
Yeah. Whenever we heard the activity was.
Cool.
If we go out of town, are we going out of town?
No, you're going here. The 14.
Nope. Okay, still asleep.
Yeah, but you eventually can pretend to get out of it and all that shit eventually.
I'd like to put at least my chainmail back on.
Sure.
I'll put it underneath my sleeve robes or whatever I'm wearing.
So that's basically where you're going. All right. As you begin to make your descent there, eventually kind of making your way to this rather large, kind of big statue itself, kind of a devoted statue of Pythor in his youth. You can see upon the left and right leg, you can see that on the left leg itself, you see kind of a circular door that opens to reveal a small, rather chamber itself. But the chamber seemingly is guarded by something large and rather marble looking, as they look like golems, resembling a Pythor outside of the door. As we'll get to a map here, actually. Let me set the scene here, actually. It's gonna be a weird map, but it's a fucking massive map. But yeah, your guys are starting down here. It's weird, but it's gridded for play.
That's the legs that we would have to climb?
No. So there's an entrance path over yonder. But they're guarded by two statues that look like Pythor. Since he's not here, I'm just gonna put him over here.
I send my dragon up, Halilakala.
All the way up to the statue, or no? The statue's
Well, no.
massive. It's like fucking 200 feet tall.
We have a mile worth of communication, but I just kind of send him up maybe like 50 feet up and like 50 feet over.
So you can tell these... It looks like there's an entrance on the footpath, but it looks like it's guarded by two marble golems that are flanked outside the door. The door, you know, needs a passphrase to open.
And we don't know the passphrase.
Correct. Or you find a way to unlock it.
Two stone golems. Pass door, or passway up ahead. I get my shield and chainmail and battle axe and maul and javelin from my wonderful friend.
We can wait until we see someone go in there, and I could turn into a spider and probably listen in on
Daddy-o. His daddy looks hot. Young Pythor.
How do you guys feel about that?
It's not bad.
It's not Pythor himself, it's just a statue. We should just crumple it, right?
Yeah.
I'll pull up my maul first.
I mean, you guys first, I'll help.
So you just move across the map as you see fit. There we go. Alright, you get to the door as you see the two statues. As they're right in front of you. As the door is right there as well.
Are they aggressive or are they just
They're
statues,
just statues
standing there?
They're just statues.
Oh. Let me go in.
Hold on. Let me see, do I have it? Yeah, I will ask you guys to hold on for a minute. I'll ritually cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
To see if these guys are magical or not.
Alright, after a good 10 minutes of waiting, with as you do eventually identify the two marble golems are magical, as the door is connected towards them is also magical.
The door and the golems are connected. Either we destroy the golems and the door, or we figure out the password.
Or you
Where the
can
golem?
thieves tools the door, but it requires a really high check. Or you have a way of dispelling and suppressing the lock.
Nah.
Do you have the knock spell?
I do. That's how I saved us last time.
Maybe it would get us in, but the golems will probably still try to attack us, I think. Maybe not after we all get in, though.
What level are you casting the
Enough to
knock
try
spell
it.
at?
Want to go ahead and try?
What level are you casting at?
It's a second level. I can only cast it at second level.
Alright, roll me a d20 plus your spell modifier. It requires a certain check.
I'm kind of standing right behind him as he's doing that between the statue.
Okay.
With my maul.
Why does it require a check?
Because it's a high level spell.
What?
All right.
Usually it says
You
something like
suppress
that.
the lock. Well, this is what it says. It requires a certain check.
Even if you cast knock on it?
Correct. That's what it says. There's a DC spell for the knock spell.
Oh, that's
I
weird.
say we all rush in now. If it went off.
As
Everybody
you
knows
suppress the
cast-
lock, you begin to watch these things activate. I like your roll initiative. So the door can be now open but suppressed, but these things are activating because there's something fishy about this thing. We're not going to probably be able to get into a full combat, but we will. I will be hilarious if one of you guys figures out the password, which is a joke as fuck. Like, it's hilarious. Like, you guys already know what it is, but you guys don't know it, which is funny.
Like we've heard the phrase before.
You've, like, literally, yeah, multiple times. Completely. It's funny. It's fuck. Maybe you can shout it out on your turn, maybe. Alright, Silas. We'll get one round, and then we'll call it.
Okay. Stepping back, I'm just going to take a shot at this one. 17 hit.
That's a hit.
For 13 damage.
Is your weapon magical? I'm assuming yes, right?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I gave you those weapons, yeah. Right, so. Because if you didn't have a magical weapon right now, it'd be immune. For how much damage? 13? Okay. Alright. Mugrin.
Yes, I'm going to swing my maul at the closest one.
Okay. 22's a hit.
22.
For-
Smite.
Okay.
And a 2d8. Sorry, I did not have that.
Another spell slot? Okay.
It's a new day, so
That's the
first
day,
self.
yeah.
So, what is that? 20, 31?
Okay. Takes the hit.
Alright, I'm gonna step back a little and I will Eldritch Blast the one that Mugrain just hit. And miss completely.
Pew!
I'm going to try to guiding bolt the one that Mugrain hit.
Okay. That's a hit. It's lit up. damage. That's it. Oh.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Timbre.
Timbre will actually take a step back and fire a vicious mockery in this guy.
Oh, wisdom save? Oh, it takes it. It has ears. It can hear you. Creepy enough.
Alright, 5 points of psychic, and it gets disadvantage on its next attack.
Alright, that ends your turn. Alright, Adonis.
I am going to hit it with my mace.
Okay. Let's just say you're over here then, on top. So it makes it easier that you're in the melee range. 16's a hit. 4, 7.
And it's magical bludgeoning damage.
Of course, yeah. It's +1 now.
And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Do you want to say something as a free action to see maybe what you know the passphrase for the door? Something you've been using a lot in this campaign?
Let's go
It
with...
it could be anything. Literally anything.
It's a trap. Let's say that.
Alright.
Something like that.
Doesn't open. Alright, the golem is going to attack Moograin.
At disadvantage?
Yeah, first one. First attack. He's going to make 3 spear attacks. For 25. As you can tell, when it hits you, you can tell the spear attacks are magical on hit, so they're pretty scary. But yeah. Alright, Stimpy.
Stimpy is going to shoot that one.
Make an attack roll first.
No, sorry. I hit the
19's a hit. For 2. For 5.
No, I hit the wrong skill the first time. So.
This one will move forward and it'll attack Adonis 3 times with the spear. Natural 20, 20, and 9.
About 2 hits. Yeah.
18 plus 26 damage.
18, 20, so 26 minus 6, so 20 damage.
They're all magical hits. So your armor thing won't help.
I don't think it specifies that it has to be magical or that. So usually when it doesn't specify, that means it applies to all bludgeoning.
What's the feat called?
Heavy Armor Master.
That you take from non-magical attacks. It's a magical attack.
It says that?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking of Barbarian Rage.
Yeah, Rage is different, yeah. Alright, we'll end our session here. We'll continue on Nerds next week on the continuous of this attack. As a reminder on payment if you haven't paid. And I hope you have a great week, guys. Enjoy your weekend.
Till next week.
Hell yeah.
Bye, guys.
You well, contentious things.
And I will say that before you leave, in maybe a week or 2, we're getting close to our next level. So we'll see.
Cool.
Close.
Awesome.
Alright, peace.